materials we use when doing our hair. So I like to use gel, hairspray, a normal hairbrush. I use normal bobby pins that you can get at any store. And then I use these Scrunchy Everyday and Active. They're a little bit rubbery, so really help with shorter hair. Now one thing people might think I use is the donut. You do not use the donut for the ballet bun, so that can go.
And then what I like to use are just your normal hair ties, but I always use 2 for thicker, longer hair because it helps it stay a little bit more secure. I have these larger hairpins that you can get on Discount Dance Supply that come in 2 different sizes, a larger and a medium. We also have these kinds of hairpins that you can get at the beauty supply store. And then I have these little ones also that you can get at CVS or on Amazon. I also use a hairnet, as does Miss Brynna, and we use it at the very end to get all those wispies in. And my personal favorite, hairspray, because it's not too sticky, but sticky enough, and it doesn't really smell.
As you can see, Miss Maggie has a lovely high bun. There are really 3 levels of buns for ballet. There's a low bun that would be here, a medium bun that would be here, but we're going for the high bun. Some of you might be thinking that the high bun is the top knot that people put up here. That's not what we're looking for. If you need help looking, you can always look from the edge of the lips to the eye. You should be able to draw a line to the bun.
Something else we would like to point out is how flat the bun that we want is. We don't want it to look like a doorknob, right? Like a doorknob. We want it to be nice and flat so it continues the line of the head right to the top and gives a nice continuous ballet line. So I flip my hair over this way and we comb it out. You want to get it at the crown of your head here. And then we get our hairbrush. Make sure it's all scooped in there. Pretty good. I use 2 hair ties instead of just 1 because I have very thick hair and it helps it stay in a little bit better. Okay, so there we go. Not too high, not too low. Pretty good. Then we have different options for hairpins. We have these guys. There's smaller ones and bigger ones. You can get them on Discount Dance or at Footlights. And then there's also these ones that you can get at the beauty supply store. Personally, I prefer these. They're a little thicker and sturdier, but preference is up to you. So, we start twisting, and as you get a good portion of it twisted, you start following the curve of it around the top of the bun. You don't want it too tight because you want to be able to flatten it as you're there. Then you take the pin, you don't want to go straight in, you want to go down and curve it to help secure it in there. And you go around. Don't worry about getting the little wispies in now. That's what the hairnet's for later. And once it has a decent form to it, then you can take the hairnet, pull it apart, grab it on the edge, and then you twist it the same way you were twisting the bun. Gather it, get the excess, wrap it around the edge. Then this is where I take my smaller hairpins, these little guys that you can get at CVS, or they sell these on Discount Dance too, or Amazon. And this is what I use to secure the hairnet in. 1 or 2 of those. Then we start to flatten the bun down a little more. You push it down, and just like at the beginning, you want to go down and then curve it around and in. All the way around to the bun here. Isn't that pretty good? Then we take our hairspray, my personal favorite because it's not too sticky and not too smelly. Give a good spray, smooth it down with your hands as you go. You gotta get the underside too, can't forget about those. Then, we go back to our little guys. This is my little extra trick. These little wispies on the side here, you can take them and pull it back this way to keep them nice and secure, and you don't have to keep reapplying your hairspray. So we got some more over here. Just slide that in. And then you can do the same thing in the back, because sometimes when you use just a flat bobby pin, it doesn't stay all the way and it gets that, you get like a mark there, so it gets in the way of hair pieces sometimes too. So I'll do it along the back side, also sliding that in. And voila. This is option 2 for people with long hair, and this is a good option if you have very, very long hair or very thick hair. Instead of just doing the one coil around, we split the hair into 2 even sections, or at least relatively even, and we're going to make 2 separate coils. So we start with one, and we wrap it around the top and underneath that little section of excess hair. Then we take some of the smaller but not smallest hairpins, as I'm throwing them all over the floor, in there. And kind of just roughly secure those edges in there. Then you take the second coil, twist, and again, going the same direction as the first coil, going on the outside of it. You notice the bun is going to be a little bit wider in circumference. Then, with all these little loose pieces still around, we grab our hairnet, get everything in there, wrap it around, secure it in with the little guys. Then we go back to the big ones and really try to flatten it down. There. Pretty good, yeah? So that's a good option for longer hair or thicker hair, to kind of spread it out so then it's not this way small but still up this way. Instead it makes it expand this way and makes it a little bit flatter.